Hey, welcome. It's the Flicking Game Guys. We had a little bit of a break. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing? I'm David. With me is Marco.
How you doing?
Yeah, Brian.
Yo, what
As
up?
always, we haven't gone anywhere. I came down with COVID. I was a poor little baby for like a week, and then I took 2 weeks of vacation from work, so work loves me. Anyway, I've been busy, but yeah, we finally got our schedules to work, and here we are again. So, like I said, I think last video, we might not be able to release regularly, but we'll always come back. So, yeah.
We said that?
I said
Did
that,
we
yeah.
say that?
Mhm.
Oh, you did?
We'll always come back. That kind of reminds me of.
So we like doing this too much. We're too stubborn.
Are we?
Yeah. Okay, I like doing this too much. So whatever,
I like
man.
you guys a lot. That's why I'm here. You see that beard? You see Shred's like salt and pepper beard? Just like, dude, you look. I swear to God, you're like a goddamn main character in a Sam Neill movie.
Sam Neill's an actor.
Like I'm Sam Neill then?
No. I'm saying like you would be in Event Horizon. Couldn't Shred be in Event Horizon?
Doctor or some shit.
Please
and
tell
die
me you've
early.
seen Event Horizon. No, what? Nah, Shred would be. He'd be part of the salvage crew.
You're saying
You know?
that Shred would be the final girl?
Ooh,
No,
Shred
he
would die.
you
He's
know
got
what?
glasses. No one with glasses ever lives in horror movies.
that's true.
Maybe he'd be like injured and on the ship in stasis. You know what I mean? And at the very end, you see like his body in stasis, kind of like what was that? Morris Chestnut's character that ended up like that.
Shit.
Anyway,
I don't know.
we gotta get to Event Horizon.
I'm down with that because I like that movie quite a bit.
That's
If only
such a
that
good
movie was finished.
Oh man,
They cut like shit out
they
of that.
cut.
Yeah.
I want
yeah.
to see the dude. Do you know what I would do to see the uncut version with all the extra? Because all it was is the extra gore and shit that they couldn't show on TV because of censors and because it would damage the public and nobody wants to see all the intestines and gore.
Warhammer 40K movie at its heart.
Listen, bitch. I want to see all of it. All right, I want to see all the viscerations and all the fucking yas. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it all.
Maybe
All
one
right,
day. Maybe one day.
It would have been
I
fine to show now. Like if the movie would have came out now, they would have showed everything, and
Well,
it would have
the
been no
footage got
issue.
destroyed.
They would have took out all what it did. God damn it! I was really hoping, like in the back of my mind, that one day it would have
You know,
been
I'm
released.
I have a feeling that every actor involved in that is okay with that not being in the movie. From what I've heard, that was a really awkward day of filming, and it's basically just this gore orgy. You know,
It was an awkward look.
the crew was really having a bad day when they were filming that.
I don't give a fuck how bad of a day that any of those millionaires have. Like, I have a bad day in my job, right? And it's like, oh, fuck. You know, it's not like they erased that day from history. No. I want all that footage, bruh. But apparently it was destroyed.
There's some deleted scenes, portions.
I'm mad. I wanted the whole thing to be dropped eventually.
Hey, maybe
There was a bunch of
you're breaking up.
production, etc.
You're breaking up. What'd you say?
There was a bunch of problems in the movie with production. It's fucked, but yeah.
Damn.
So
Great movie.
Now he just
though.
makes shitty movies.
yeah.
And he
What's
makes
the
fucking
last
Monster
Sam Neill
Hunter.
movie? He did Monster Hunter?
No, the director.
Paul W.
Oh.
is Paul W.S. Anderson, not Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Sam Neill's
I'm like, what?
actor.
I
Dr.
know,
Grant.
I'm like,
He just
Sam
did Jurassic Park World Dominion, whatever
Yeah,
the
see,
fuck.
Shred
and
could
he
be
was
in
a
that
piece of shit.
too. Say something about dinosaurs, Shred. Say, no, stop there, T-Rex or something. Come on. Give it your best.
T-Rex, you got tiny arms. I
Yeah,
don't
see?
know, man. I don't know.
He'd
What are
be
you
in
asking
that
for?
shit right there. He'd be Sam Neill's little brother or something. I don't know. Sam Neill's son.
Speaking of,
Park. It's terrible.
Oh, fuck.
I hated it.
did you? Quick review.
It's absolute. It's fucking garbage. Fuck that movie. Watch it.
From 5-second review. They're all the same. It's like, fuck that fucking movie. It's goddamn garbage.
I also saw the new Thor. Garbage. Hated it. Don't watch it.
Hmm.
Oh, was that the one with all the little kids? And it's like, oh,
Yes.
little kids become. How was my barber playing that shit? Like before this haircut, my barber was playing that shit on his TV. Is it on
It's
Amazon
out.
Prime? Oh,
It's
out
out.
on
It's on
Prime.
Disney Plus.
See, okay. So when does Smile come out? I know it's
Oh,
random.
it's out. I saw it.
Oh, no, I mean on Amazon.
Oh,
Probably another month. Barbarian comes out on streaming 28th of October. I want that movie.
yeah, I want to see that
Barbarian?
too.
It's about a woman who goes to like an Airbnb, like someone else in there, and they like double booked, and like he's acting mad shady. But then like she hears screaming from like this secret door, and like she goes down there, and it's like an underground like labyrinth. The fuck after that happens, but it looks crazy as
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. It looks fucking amazing.
What?
Yeah. Watch the
I thought it
trailer.
was
That's
gonna be
exactly
like
the trailer.
The Barbarian fucking remake or something. You're
I
like,
don't know
no,
what
it's playing
Barbarian
as an
has to do-
Airbnb.
I'm sure there's some reference to underneath whatever's underneath the fucking Airbnb is probably some crazy shit.
Mm.
And he turns out to be Arnold with the fucking loincloth and the sword, or when does he
Have you
come
seen
out?
that, Dave?
Barbarian?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I did see Smile.
Yeah. Okay. How was Smile?
Smile was fun. You know, it was an hour and 55 minutes long, and by the end of it, it didn't feel like it was that long.
Nice.
It's not doing anything super new as far as horror movies go. It reminds me a lot of It Follows.
Okay.
It's cool. It's fun. I have some complaints about it, but it's just nitpicky stuff, you know. And the ending, they could have been more creative, I think. But the concept is cool, and I won't spoil it for anybody. But I would
Probably went for the same thing if it was like a more unique idea.
say that again.
They probably went for the safe bet for the ending.
Safe bet.
If it was a more of a unique
Could be.
story, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so.
It's
I like the marketing campaign where they would just have random people in the backgrounds of shit
Yeah.
smiling.
yeah.
Like they would
Yeah, that
pay
was
actual
genius.
they would pay actual actors to just be like smiling and shit.
Mhm.
And then they were even saying that they were like in the first week they had paid actors in the theaters just smiling at people in the, and I'm like, no the fuck they did. That's just some asshole in there smiling. Like just because the movie was out. Like I don't think there's no. Do you think a paid actor? I mean, maybe like the famous movie theaters, like Chinese.
Bro, these people are B-list actors looking for.
Yeah.
That's
They
an
do
easy
anything?
gig for them.
They did a good job. It's a good movie. So, but I am a little more excited about Barbarian. Can't lie.
Yeah, that movie looks sick. I'm hyped.
So,
Snot liked it.
Really?
he did, yeah, and I
I was like, I want to see it, and he's like, then go watch it.
yeah,
Never heard about it before.
that's such a snot rag reply. For those watching,
true.
this
Okay.
is a friend of ours on Twitch. He's a movie buff, and his name is Snot Rag, and yeah, he's a treasure. So,
We always got to talk about one of our viewers.
yeah. So
You really have Negan in your background?
Yeah, it's always been there.
How the fuck did I just notice that?
mhm.
You know, I liked his role as the brother's father in Supernatural.
Mhm.
What was his name?
The
John Winchester.
Them's
yeah.
father?
Yeah, the Winchester's
Why'd you
father.
do that?
He just randomly.
You're just spoiling shit for.
You've never seen Supernatural.
No, I'm on season or whatever.
Season 1, you know that he's their father. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh no, you meant the brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the. Okay. Because that would make sense to me. Because Sam's a little bitch in that show. He's annoying.
No, he's not. There's no difference in lineage between the two. At least
I wasn't
not that
sure. You never
of.
know.
At least
have
not
no
that I
idea.
know of. I haven't finished. We're just going off on Supernatural tangents. I haven't finished Supernatural.
It's all tangents.
Yeah, that's what we are.
You should name the fucking show Tangents.
The Tangent
Yeah.
Cast.
Yeah.
So, hey, what's you know, thanks for tuning in, everybody who's still here watching. I really appreciate it. You're the best. We love you so much. We are three friends who met through various means, but we're all on Twitch, and we stream, and we come together here and have some conversations about everything. Let's talk about games, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. We've got to have been playing something.
I've been playing tons of games.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Brian, what's of note that you've been playing lately?
Well, I played Resident Evil 2 original PlayStation, and I haven't played it since the 90s. And
Really?
that game, I think it was more fun. It was fun as hell.
It's still fun, yeah.
It's really great. It's really a great game. Everyone should
Yeah,
The
it
tank
just
controls, man.
despite the graphics and the controls, I think it held up pretty well.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the controls are like part of what's scary about it, right? It's like if you
yeah,
were able to move out of the way fast when a zombie showed up, then it's just like an action game, which
Yeah.
is
I
what the
think
Resident Evil series turned into, right? Even
I think
Resident Evil 7.
it's pretty fun. It still holds up. It's just a little bit too easy. Like I
Yeah.
didn't die once.
Nice.
But yeah, it was great playthrough. I played that. What else did I play? I'm playing Street Fighter 5. I didn't get into the beta. I'm pissed off
Oh,
about that.
Uh
And now I'm just training. I've
is
been
Street
playing.
Fighter 6 come out or something?
no.
It's coming out soon. Well, March probably. I hope. I don't want to wait. But yeah, it looks amazing. What else have I Overwatch 2. I've been playing that. It's meh.
Eh.
I don't really enjoy it, but it's fun with friends. But
Yeah.
it's absolutely suffering and pain to play alone because I only play like support is what I like to play. So it's like when I'm playing with four other people, it's just kind of like, all right, guys, do something. I'm healing you over and over and over, and
Right.
we lose every time.
Hey, is the robot with the fucking machine gun in Overwatch 2?
Winston, is
Yep.
that it?
Bastion.
Bastion.
Yeah. Somebody
Winston's
called
the
me a
gorilla.
fucking chode for playing him. Well, like randomly in the street, like, oh, you're a Sebastian chode. I was like, what?
The problem with the game is generally the opinions are it's a decent, but they didn't add anything new to it. Really, just like a few maps and like two heroes.
Hmm.
But like it feels like the exact same game instead of like being Overwatch 2. It's like Overwatch like 1.5.
I
Yeah.
was literally expecting there to be completely new heroes. If I'm being
But
honest
it's
with
free. Like
Mhm.
maps, it has a lot of it feels exactly the same. A lot of the heroes are unchanged. It's just fucking point here.
I was watching some footage. I think I watched you play for a little bit, Brian, and then I was watching Soapy play. Yeah, it just looks like the first game to me. I don't know.
The same fucking thing.
So-
I mean, like I thought it was gonna be a little bit and feel different, like
Mhm.
the next step, but it's not even like a half step. They kind of like dropped the ball, I think. And the battle pass is not so great.
you.
I wonder if maybe it wasn't. I mean, it's an ongoing like living experience, I know, but like I kind of wonder if they should have held off until more was in the game. Like they probably have grander plans for it, but release something that they thought was at least maybe a little better than the first one, and here you go.
It's gonna have a co-op mode versus like
Yeah.
AI, like a story mode or something like that. But it's delayed a year, and they stopped updating Overwatch 2 years ago. So like the
Right.
Overwatch players are like, "What the fuck is the game's not getting updated for a millennia?" And then Overwatch comes out and it's like the same shit. And now Overwatch 1 is completely deleted.
Yeah.
You can't play. So it's just like, what do you want from us? You know?
Mhm.
So I played about 90 hours of Overwatch, the first one. I played it quite a bit, but
Same.
realistic, just not fun for me.
Yeah. I think it would have been cool if they'd kept the first one live, and released two, but two would have had to have been way different than one, like.
That would split the player base, and that's counterintuitive too, I guess, releasing a new game.
I suppose. I don't know.
And that's also why they didn't like. I feel like if you have the same thing, like if you had Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2, then fucking you'd be like, oh, there's very little difference between the two. You know what I mean? Like that would be glaringly obvious.
Yeah.
Versus like, all right, let's take away one, and then let's just say we added all this shit. I mean, you can't really check, can you? Can't really be all right. Let's go see if they really did fucking change the graphics, or like, was there supposed to be a bump in graphics or something? Does it feel like it, or does it look the same?
No, it looks exactly the same.
So
Yeah.
then, sit the fuck down, Bethesda. Like they just
Some
fucking
maps are
re-released
it's not
Overwatch.
Bethesda, it's
It's
Blizzard.
Well,
Um,
I'm just coming
Maps
after
are
Bethesda.
daytime when they were nighttime and reverse.
Same. Start with a B. Oh, because they did
Uh,
World of Warcraft. That's why I know them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a mess right now. Everything is fucking on fire at Blizzard HQ, basically.
Mhm.
So they fucked WoW, and then they fucked just the
Well,
O.
remains to be seen. The new WoW expansion comes out in about a month from now, and I'll be playing that, and I'll see if that's
Really?
any good.
Nah. I don't play fucking WoW. Don't you gotta pay monthly for that shit?
15 a month.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a no for. It's a no.
We'll leave that to Brian.
Unless
You can come back and report to us and let us know what we're
Unless
missing.
let me get big like Asthma Gold, then I'm not doing it.
Asmoon. The ultimate neckbeard god. True god gamer.
Anything else new,
I
Brian?
like Asmoon. Now I'm just playing a shit ton of retro games. Oh, I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night again. Game's amazing. Highly recommend. Game's incredible.
Yes.
Annihilated it. I beat it in like fucking 5 hours. I like destroyed the game.
You must know it pretty well.
Other, like, playthrough. I got like the best weapon, Crusagram, like on my. The game's just a fucking joke, unfortunately. But yeah, game's amazing. Everyone should play it at least once. Graphics are amazing. Everything about it is amazing.
Did you end up getting your Steam Deck, by the way?
I did. I got my Steam Deck. Yeah, I fucking loaded it the fuck up. I bought another. I got an SD with tons of shit on it, and yeah, I've been playing, fucking in bed, playing RimWorld and shit in my fucking bed.
Nice.
Falling asleep.
Yeah,
I wake up, my colony's dead.
Just don't like lay there with it over your face and fall asleep and drop that thing on your head because you're gonna break your nose.
I'm getting drool marks on it.
Is that heavy?
It's not that heavy, but it is big. Like,
is it sturdy though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one. I have to buy one.
I do recommend to buy the cheapest one and just get just buy a bigger SD. I see no difference between the version I bought and that one, to be honest. I also seen tests on the glass because it's supposed to have better glass on it.
Yeah.
But I don't see a difference from what I've seen online. You should just buy the cheapest.
Just the cheapest one.
What's the cheapest one going for? Is it $399 or $299?
I think it's $350.
$350. So
$400 after tax, basically.
Yeah, and by the time you get an SD, I don't know.
How much is the space in the largest one? Like if I go full beast, what am I dropping?
Gigs.
500. So it's basically a PS5, right?
No. It's $650. $650. You'll have about 500 gigabytes to work with on there.
So it's basically the same amount as a PS5, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Isn't
roughly.
If you can get one. PS5 is.
Yeah. No. I'm saying roughly the same sort of amount of space, but it's a handheld.
Yeah, right. And you can put an SD card in there and ramp up that storage.
When I get an extra
1 terabyte SD if you wanted. But that's the max I think it can support.
That's what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, if I get an extra 600, I'll do it. How much is a 1 terabyte SSD?
$100.
$100. That's
between 100 and 150, maybe up to 200 if you go in for like the fancier models. So yeah.
What is fancy?
I don't even know, man. I don't know. The ones that are priced $200. So, no, I think you'd enjoy it, Marco. It's a fucking awesome system. So I played it in the car. It was great. I was playing, Cult of the Lamb and freaking Hades in the car ride on the way to Utah.
That's sick.
It was great.
Oh yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah.
Did you load WoW on it yet? Were you still gonna try that?
No, because you have to put Windows on there.
Oh,
I have no interest in doing that.
Yeah, no.
That's how you play Overwatch on there too. But I don't want to put Windows on it. It doesn't seem that great yet. Maybe I'll wait and see.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, you can play Final Fantasy 14 on there because you can play with the controller.
Does it take a lot to put Windows on that?
It's a process that's probably about 45 minutes to do, but it kind of changes the whole deal. And you can't dual like boot systems, so you'd you'd lose the Linux Steam interface. So I don't really feel like doing that. But,
yeah, I feel like
so it running on Linux now makes it run more like a handheld console versus making it like a mini PC.
It's designed to do that. Like that's its normal state. So it just runs probably better than having Windows on there. Fuck it.
And it would make it like a mini PC, right? I feel like it would.
It's like a mini PC right now. You can go to desktop mode. You can set it up. You can hook it up to a monitor, Bluetooth keyboard.
Yep.
And you can fucking browse the internet and watch movies or whatever you want to do. Really,
Yeah.
So then
it's
what
the
would
same
the
thing as a
difference?
desktop.
So then what would the difference be with putting it into to Windows? You would still have your
More compatibility with different types of games, except like WoW and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So you would get WoW and Overwatch, but you would lose a lot more theoretically.
I wouldn't necessarily lose anything, but maybe some functionality that comes with it naturally. So I'd rather just
Hmm. I feel like
leave it the way it is.
Windows would eventually, with some update or something, just screw something up on the Steam Deck, and I don't want to risk that. So
We'll see what happens once the Activision Blizzard fucking whole, not Activision, the Microsoft Blizzard thing goes through, and maybe because that Game Pass is available on there, so all Blizzard products are going to be on Game Pass, including Diablo. Pretty nice.
yeah.
And so once that comes out, it'll be good to go.
Mm.
Sweet.
And that's that.
I wanted to talk real quick about that one because you were talking about Game Pass, right? The one like Flesh game.
Oh, Scorn.
Yeah. Have any of you guys played it?
Not yet.
It looks boring, to be honest. It's more of a puzzle game, I think.
Not a lot of action in it, you think?
There's some shooting, but I heard the shooting isn't so great.
Mm.
So I'm kind of like, meh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on Game Pass.
I think it's
But
only
it's
like
got,
maybe 5 hours to play through. It's pretty short from what I hear.
Yeah.
So, but it's.
I mean, it's got beautiful visuals, right? And it fucking looks insane. But you know what?
This is inspired by H.R. Geiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's got fucking ridges on it.
Riches.
Guy loves ridges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, the alien is supposed to represent like human sexuality. I'm like, bro, what? I don't want to know what turns this guy on.
Well, that's right.
What's
What
that?
was that?
In Alien, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Alien? Yeah. The tongue is definitely a penis, right? Am I crazy?
Oh,
No, you're right. It's because everything about the alien is supposed to represent human sexuality.
He's kind of rapey.
It's
the
supposed
alien,
to turn us on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Remember when
it
he's
is.
like all up on Sigourney Weaver's face, like drooling and shit?
Oh,
Bruh,
yeah.
okay,
Like,
mind
sniffing
you,
her?
Sigourney, if you ever see this small podcast, please come on it. We'd love to have you on here.
Marco, what
Yes.
games have you been playing?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I've been playing a lot of scary games. I beat Madison. I beat Oxide.
Nice.
I beat I played some Five Nights at Freddy's, the security breach. I've been playing a lot of scary games. I beat Sally Face yesterday.
Nice.
Have you heard of Sally Face?
I hadn't thought I had. Tanuki brought it up, and I was like, I'd never heard of it. But looking at the screenshots, I'm like, okay, I do remember looking at this in the store, but yeah, I never played it. So
It's really trippy. And me and Tanuki actually did a whole playthrough where I beat it. I played till 2 a.m. last night to beat the fucking game. And then I watched the movie for this episode after that. So
late night, damn.
yeah, bruh. So like imagine like that. Okay, imagine one Sally Face is a very trippy game. And then you watch this movie afterwards. It's like I didn't know what was real and what wasn't.
Yeah.
By the time I got up by the time I didn't wake up in the morning, by the time I was just aware that it was morning. Okay, because it wasn't. You don't wake up. It's just it's morning now. Cool. But yeah, no.
What'd you think of Madison anyway?
Madison was actually one of the better horror games I've ever played. It the atmosphere was like top notch. One of the best. Like the jump scares feel like they're earned. So like the whole game, just with no spoilers, you basically wake up in this house and you hear your dad banging on the door and he's talking about, how could you have done this? And you sort of go through the story and figure out what it is that you supposedly done and sort of what's happening. There's a whole area. And what I like about the game is like you go through this whole area and you see this you see this thing. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you see this thing and it's normal. Like the first half of the game, it's normal. And then like you open up a whole section, a new whole section of the game, right? And so you're like, okay, let me get to the new section. As you're getting to the new section, you realize that thing is no longer there anymore. But you don't realize it until you see it somewhere else and it starts disappearing and reappearing. And look,
Okay.
It's one of the it earns its fucking scares, and it takes them definitely.
Well,
Um,
I do want to get it at some point, probably on sale, but um, yeah, that's
What's
cool.
the theme of it?
um, first person
Well, is it like
horror.
present day? Is it like
Oh, it's in the 90s, maybe.
Okay.
oh, it's
90s,
modern?
2000s. Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, the time of it doesn't really. I mean, I can't think of it like it's not like set in the future, in the past, or super far
Okay,
in the
that's
past, or
cool.
anything like that.
Hmm.
You have this like kind of old timey picture. Oh no, you have like a Polaroid camera where you take a picture, and then it comes out and you wave it and shit like that. Which is another really awesome theme, is like taking pictures and stuff. I beat it in one sitting, took about 6 hours. Um, Also I beat this other game, Oxide, which was really interesting, right?
Is that a horror
It
game?
Yes, it's called Oxide. I have the whole playthrough on my YouTube. It's called Oxide. The Room. No,
Room
that's what.
104.
Yes, Room 104.
Okay.
Where's my video? They can take it down. YouTube likes to take my stuff down. Anyway, Oxide Room 104. Yeah, there it is. It's right there.
Hmm.
Took me about 3-4 hours to beat. But like what it is you go through the whole game. It's one of those games where you go through, you die, and then you come back, and then something's a little different. Um,
Looks pretty
and
gory, huh?
Yeah, it's very fucking gory. But
Mm.
you basically get 4 tries to beat this. Like you get 4 tries to beat this hotel. You got to escape the hotel, right? You get 4 tries to beat it. If you don't, if you don't do it in the first try, you get a bad ending. You don't get the good ending. But I basically lost all 4 times. I got the very bad ending once you lose all four, and then I retried it again, beat it in the first try, and got like the best ending, which
Hmm.
I was very happy about.
Cool, cool.
But it was it's one of those, like, it's a very much puzzle game, right? At the end of the day, it's
Okay.
not really a combat game. You have a gun, sure. You can kill things, sure, but it's really more of a puzzle game. Like, the reason why the enemies are in there is to stop you from solving the puzzle easily. The more you die, the more enemies show up. Uh, yeah, I mean, I suggest you guys play it. It's a really
I'll
good one.
I'll put it on my. Is it on Steam?
Uh, I got it on PlayStation, so it has to be on
Okay, it's
Steam.
probably on Steam.
I'll
Yeah,
wait for it to be on Game Pass.
I beat the Backrooms. I beat one of the Backrooms games.
Nice.
with
The
a with a
back
buddy. We
rooms.
we gotta play that shit together, you guys. I know it's annoying. Turn down the ambient volume, okay, and we can beat the shit together.
Is
I think
ambient
it'd be fun.
volume like too loud or what?
It's like bzzz.
Well, that's part of the back rooms. That sounds apparently it's supposed to drive you insane in the back rooms in the
Yeah,
lore.
yeah. Well, you know what?
Hmm.
It's not fun for a stream. So
I
I
bet.
turned that shit down. I turned that shit all the way off, and then I was just talking shit with my boys, which I think it could be really fun because it can literally just be us going off on tangents while we walk around. And Crumb is mad, and I'm like, "Oh, come on, Crumb." You know what I'm saying? We could get Shredded, or Shred is already here. We could get fucking Nero to come join us, or we could get
Yeah.
like, I think it's up to like 6. You know what I'm saying? It could be a really fun situation. Like, I don't think the game itself will be fun, but I think the banter that
I
we
think.
have will be
Yeah.
hilarious.
I think it'd be fun. Like, how long does it take to beat the one that you gifted us?
I gifted you guys 2, didn't I? Or 1?
I bet it's only freaking 5 hours, not even 5 hours.
One
It's
game.
yeah, it wasn't that long.
Okay.
It's kind of funny because the one that I beat, I'm not sure. I think it was I beat one, I didn't beat the other. The one that I beat was we played it on the easiest mode, which is if one person dies, you spectate the other person. Instead of, like, a harder difficulty is like if everybody has to make it to the end. And then the hardest difficulty is everybody has to make it to the end. If one person dies, you get started
Mm,
level 1, day 1. And it's
gotcha.
like,
Okay.
bunch of different levels, bunch of different days. Each different level has like a different, like, there's one where you run away from the darkness, and you get like ripped apart. It's pretty funny
Hmm.
watching some guys get ripped apart, namely me.
You should watch some
Um,
Backrooms lore videos. They're pretty
I was
interesting.
thinking about doing that. What about I saw a Wendigoon's Backrooms video.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
that's
one.
what I watched. I watched a shit ton of Backrooms videos
Yeah.
one night. I was just
Sorry,
blazing and watching Backrooms.
is the backrooms like something separate from the game? Like, I don't know what
Yes.
this is.
Yeah, it is. So the Backrooms is this. If it started on like 4chan or something like that, right? Where did it start? Was it
I
it
think
started on
Reddit.
a message board, Reddit. So it
Okay.
started on Reddit where it's like, you can no clip right out of existence, and if you do, you go into the back rooms, and then kind of like how Slender Man did, the lore kind of expanded from there. Random people adding shit, and then like
Okay.
stuff became canon. And then there's this guy that came out with a backroom series, which became super. Like it was sort of like the one guy did he remember that one guy did Marble Hornets for Slender Man back in like the early 2000s. It was sort of like a modern version of that, but for backrooms,
Uh-huh.
right? So it's again, I'm using like super old internet references that probably nobody understands.
No, I get
Everyone
everything you're
knows
saying.
Slender Man.
But yeah, so yeah, no, it is to Marvel Hornets. So Marvel Hornets, the Slender Man is what this backrooms lore video, these backrooms videos are, and it's directed by this guy, uh, who's done other things. Apparently, I don't know too
Well,
much
all the
about his
lore
other
is
work.
made
But
fan made. But essentially, think of it's like an infinite universe of floors. There's like there's floors numbered from 1 to 5,000, let's say right now. So each floor has different rules and different like survivability options and different creatures, and some of them are like full of like the whole. It's just like a never-ending boiler room type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Never-ending. The
kind of like
first floor is
Cube.
that office. It's a never-ending office of yellow walls. It started originally with a viral picture of like this crazy looking, with the walls, and it looks kind of like a maze and with the lights and everything like that. So the first floor basically is just like you wander in there until either you go insane or you find an exit. And each floor has a different way to exit and enter. Like there's all very that happen each floor. So like it's all fan made. So like you can just see if a floor is like not in, and you can just make up your own rules for the wiki or whatever like for that. And there's a lot of like fake found footage videos on YouTube that have like they like explore into the back rooms, and
Uh-huh.
obviously there's like creatures and shit in there. Like they're kind of like eldritch of origin. Like the one probably in the game is like there's like one with a big smile. It's called like the Smiler, and there's like all these
Yeah,
little ones, and like Tess is there, and like you'll turn around and everything behind you is different than how it was. So like they have these found footage videos where it's like scientists like exploring into it, and they got the cables and the oxygen and the yellow suits and all that
yeah,
kind
and
of stuff.
it
And
was
every time
directed
they
by
get
this
fucked
guy.
over,
I can't think of his name.
they die
Um,
every fucking time, which is great. Um,
All right,
but
I'll have
yeah,
to
there's
look
some
up.
really cool. You should check it out. Yeah, I'll send a video in the chat
Okay.
that you can watch. It's really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, found footage.
Well,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, we should. I wouldn't mind playing it with you guys sometime. I don't know. Maybe we could line up. This weekend's gonna
I
be
mean, I'm
busy,
sure the
but
game is shit, but yeah,
yeah.
I'll play it. The game is probably fucking terrible trying to cash out on the fucking backrooms like popularity. That's all. What's next? We're to play Slender Man
Dark
game?
Tide.
Oh god, no.
Isn't Dark Tide coming soon?
Yeah, I think the beta. Trumos is actually playing the beta. I'm not sure how he thought about it. I haven't talked to him, but
Well, there was applications where you can apply for the closed beta.
mhm.
I considered doing it, but I was too lazy at the time. It's gonna wait for the full release.
Locations. It's like send
Question,
us your Twitch.
Marco, when we play, are you gonna actually play the game, or are you just going to kill like 2 orcs like you did in Vermintide?
First of all, I was killing everything in Vermintide. Okay, I was out here
That's not
handing
how
out
I remember
death.
it.
No,
I
I
remember
was out
I had
here,
like 300 kills and you had 40.
bro, I was out here handing out death like a fucking reaper.
Tango
40 is
had, like-
awesome.
Pango had like 250 kills. Shred had like 270.
How do you? Okay, first of all,
What the fuck
I
were you
never
doing the whole
promised to
time?
be good at video.
No, I know
games.
that. But are you going to be good at Darktide? It's the same
probably
game.
not. Probably not. It's the same game. That just answers your question.
Yeah, it's
Probably
Vermintide.
not. I'm here to make jokes and to be saved.
Ugh.
Okay, so that's what's happening. All right.
All right, whatever. I'm down.
Well,
That's
no,
fine.
aren't there guns in Darktide though? I mean, I feel like knives would be blades would be better. I don't know. I don't even remember playing Vermintide if I'm being honest with you.
There's guns
I
in
remember-
Vermintide also. You were
There's
really
guns in
drunk, I think,
Vermintide?
actually, that night.
I mean, that doesn't narrow it down. There's a lot of nights.
I know, that's
where
why you
I'm
don't
on
remember
stream, Where I'm on stream, just plastered.
You were
You guys should
insane
try
that
it.
night.
You guys should fucking try it, bro. Honestly,
Nah.
just say nothing. Hey, what?
Are you kidding?
Who's gonna cancel me? What? Who's gonna cancel you? All you gotta do is say, "Look, that's my buddy over there," and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Fuck yeah, freedom! Take a
But
shot."
yeah, I don't like getting. I'm not getting drunk on stream ever. Fuck that.
I don't know. I know I'll drink on stream. I'm okay with that. I don't get like trashed or anything. But I couldn't smoke anything. No. I'd be catatonic.
Oh well, I smoke weed on stream, sure, but I'm not.
I can't.
drunk.
See, it's opposite for
It's
me.
funny.
I can't.
It's funny. It's like you drink, you smoke weed. It's like together. You both are herbal. I smoke weed and I drink. Yeah.
Your version.
I was like, you guys do the fucking fusion hot dance, and I just turn up. What's up, guys? It's like, damn, how'd you end up black? Like, what? Oh, it's awesome.
So yeah, it's October. Playing a lot of horror games. Nice, Marco. I want to try out Madison.
Dude, Madison will scare the balls off of you guys.
I don't know. I got another streamer friend that played it and was disappointed with it. So I don't know.
I feel like I don't get scared from the games, especially if I'm streaming.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm alone in the dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just talking to chat.
First of
the whole
all,
time,
I get
rambling.
scared. I feel so judged right now when most of my videos are me screaming like a bitch, especially in the month of October.
Games can scare me still, but I do have to be alone.
Why did you play the wackest Five Nights at Freddy's and not like the original OG? Isn't that the scariest one? Is when with all the jump scares?
Okay, I will give you a good reason for that.
I'm ready.
All right. You can walk around. It's a fucking first-person game.
Maroon.
You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. Like it's the Five Nights at Freddy's thing is just like I gotta keep checking cameras and look through windows and shit. Like, look, I've mastered the first Five Nights at Freddy's. You keep the fucking camera over on top on Foxy, and then you check the windows. Right? Check window, check Foxy, done. And then
Isn't that the
5
scariest?
seconds,
Aren't that the scariest
check Foxy,
versions
done.
though? Isn't that the scariest?
Yeah, but the jump scares kind of like you kind of get done with them.
I mean, I'm trying to get jump scared, not run around a child's playground. You know what I'm saying?
The fourth one is really rough with the nightmare animatronics, because that one you have to check doors, and it's like if you peek the door, because they tell you you're supposed to listen for shit, and if you listen, you hold the door closed. I can't hear a goddamn thing, and I'm wearing earphones. I'm like, is that it? What am I hearing? And I'm like, okay, open it. Fuck me, god damn it! So fucking jump scared. Now I gotta restart. It's the whole thing. You know what I mean?
I tried the first one a while ago, and I just wasn't into it.
I have no desire to play those games.
No.
I have no desire. All right.
It's true.
So, Nicole and I have been playing a lot of stuff. We beat the first Condemned Criminal Origins on stream.
I saw that.
Started the second one. First one's probably one of my favorite top 10 horror games.
Games are pretty hard, if I remember correctly.
They can be pretty tough, yeah. I've played them on the hardest difficulty, and you're gonna have a rough time. But yeah, they're fun. They're cool, atmospheric. Like if the movie Seven was turned into a game, not plot wise, but as far as atmosphere and overall feel, those games are pretty close.
Really?
But, yeah, they're creepy as hell. We finished a little game called Grey Dawn. And
I saw that. What is that about?
Well, I forget the studio name. I don't remember who developed it, but it's you play as a priest who is looking for this little boy that is missing, and there's just a lot of disturbing sacrilegious imagery throughout the entire game. It's really dreamlike. You switch between being in this mansion, and then you're like out in this wooded area, and it's real pretty and everything, and you go back and forth, and so you're basically just trying to figure out what happened to this boy, and I won't say anything about it in case you play through it. Marco, I think you'd maybe enjoy it. It's maybe just a few hours to play through it. But
on PC?
It's on PC. It's
Exclusively, or?
I think so. No combat. It's there's a lot of puzzles in it, but they're pretty easy.
Oh, well, thank you for not having no faith in my puzzle solving ability.
No, for me, when somebody tells me, oh, this game is a lot of puzzles, I'm not immediately turned off, but I'm kind of like, maybe. But if they're easy and the game's entertaining, like I'm more prone to play it, basically. So,
Graydon?
Yeah.
Grey?
AY.
Oh.
Yeah. But beat
Why
that.
am I thinking like Grey's in that? Shut up.
Different thing, way different. Beat that, and Nicole's never played Amnesia, so we started that, and
Ooh, nice.
so we're maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours into that. So yeah, that's what we're streaming currently. But off stream, we played through a little game called Unforgiving, which Marco, I think you'd enjoy too.
Unforgiving.
Yeah, it's on Steam, and we beat that. That's maybe 3 hours long. 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't know, but
Northern Hymn.
yeah, that one. And then there's another game called Absolov, which I'll just say the games are connected. So if you play Unforgiving, we started Absolov, and it's more science fiction, but you do find out pretty early on that things are kind of connected, and basically Norse mythology is real in this universe, and they've like found a way to get there, and it's pretty cool. Like the upgrade in graphics, gameplay, like the whole presentation is a lot slicker in the second game because you can see this is a dev who knows what they're doing now and like just trying to make something cool. So I think that's on PS5, Marco, Absolov. But that's what we've
I'm
been
gonna get
doing.
it on PC. The Northern Hymn and Absolov bundle.
Yeah.
Right here, bam.
Yeah, they're
And I'm getting that with Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, Grey Dawn, and Dark Guides.
You already played that.
I'm playing the Plus version. Okay, apparently it gets weirder.
Okay.
I love how you drop back with Doki Doki because you weren't expecting that. I'm getting that with Doki Doki.
Oh my god.
These are things that my stream wants to see.
Hey, that's
I would
cool.
play Doki Doki, but I'm not gonna fucking read all that shit aloud to chat the entire fucking time.
Just like I did for fucking... Dude, I thought I was going to lose my voice because I did Sally Face. And this was Sally Face's voice the entire time.
I heard that, yeah. I was watching you play a little bit of that. I was like...
Towards the end, I was giving that voice to other people. I was falling apart. It was fucking...
You. I was lurking in Schmitty's stream and your stream at the same time. I look over and everyone was ripping you in Schmitty's stream. Talking about your child's voice. You were voicing a child. Everyone was making fun of you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm doing the deepest voice I can for the kid. Oh, dude. No, but yeah, no, we can do Doki Doki. I'll do little cutesy voices like that. I don't know. I got to work on. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you could do voices. You could do voices.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. You guys need to get GTFO. Okay, it's $30.
Oh yeah, that game seems intense as fuck.
Yeah,
it is intense as fuck. It's deep. It's like I need a crew to play it with though. So like if we get you two, I have an English guy that we can play it with Keelan, and all three of us can go ham. Do you know actually Shred can do all the computer stuff. Because, like, you have to do, like, when you get to the computers in the game, you have to do, like, slash searches. You have to be, like, inquiry, database, slash search, slash, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. You know how to do that coding bullshit, right?
You actually have to, like, type stuff in?
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate that. No, I don't know how to code, but I understand, like, kind of how it works.
You're doing it,
so.
whatever. It's you.
Okay.
You're science, man. That's you. You have the glasses. Shit, we all have glasses. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You have the beard. Mm-hmm. Fuck, we all have beards. You have the salt and pepper beard, so you're our coder.
Just say, hey, David, you're in IT for a living. That's what you do. So you're the computer guy. Okay.
You're the computer guy.
There you go. It's a good point, Marco. It's a good point.
You sneak around in these different sections. And it's like environmental storytelling. It's really cool. Like I think it's really cool. They have a whole Discord.
I don't hear a
really
lot of
think
people talk about it. Is the thing
no,
like
they don't. I think Crumb, like honestly, I think that's something that you can like. It's one of those games how people play kind of like Tarkov. How there are dudes that are like get really into it and like we mostly don't know shit about that game. It's not as in depth with Tarkov in terms of all the different attachments for guns and bullets and all that shit, but it's really in depth in terms of how to play the game. How to go through these areas. What's worth getting in terms of extra stuff. Yeah, and it's and especially when you get to the really later levels, you need guys that really know what the fuck they're doing. You're sneaking around all the time using your melee weapons because you don't have a lot of ammo. It's
it
it's
sounds
something
cool.
that's a really steep learning curve, but it's like worth it once you play it. And like a couple years ago, I played it super like deep. I was never good at it. I was mostly being carried, heavy lifters and everything.
Hmm.
But it was really fun, and I think it'd be fun if all of us 4-man squad. So I think it'd be
That
fun
game
if
is
all of us get it.
super fucking hard. I know that it's hardcore.
Yeah, I know.
Is
You
it
ready?
really worth learning? Because Tarkov was impossible for me to learn without watching
Yeah,
like 1,000 YouTube videos.
it's a lot easier than Tarkov.
Mm.
It's a lot
I'm
easier than
interested in that
Tarkov.
game Marauders. That looks cool. It's like Tarkov but in
Marauders.
space. And you fucking, you know how like you would have to like, well, in Tarkov you go into a map, you have to steal items and bring them back to your base basically. So in this, you fucking you like breach a ship. Your fucking like transport ship is like a fucking drill, and you drill into the ship and you burst out, and it's PvP and PvE at the same time. So it seems pretty sick. And then you extract out the ship. There's also some kind of space combat shit.
You guys play
Yeah,
Hunt
looks cool.
Showdown?
Same deal.
No.
I mean, that game is hard as fuck too.
Hmm.
Do you guys have Hunt Showdown?
No.
I did, and I refunded it after 2 hours.
Anyway,
That's the only
GTFO is only
showdown
$30
I
bucks
want.
now.
Well,
GT
that's still more than I want to spend right now, but I'll add it to my wish list, and then when it goes on sale, I'll get a notification, and then maybe I'll buy it. So
It's $30 is the on sale price. But I got you.
well, how much is it normally? Is it a $60, $50 game?
Let me see. It is a.
If it's a big discount, then I'll get it. I'm gonna wait for the summer sale.
I need at least 75% off.
I spent like $1,000 last week, so
If this is a PC game, I can get it super cheap at some point, guaranteed. So,
Really?
I'll look out for it.
Yeah, GTFO. Let me see. See.
I'm all about the bargains here. Come on.
I know I'm trying to figure out how much it is. I just saw it on here a second ago because it's like number one on horror because everybody buys it over the holiday. Okay, so it's 25% off. It was usually $40. They took $10 off.
Okay. All right. So,
none of the beach.
has Steam had their Halloween sale yet? I don't think so. They usually have like a Halloween or fall sale or something. So that's got to be happening soon.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
It's got to be happening soon. So I'll keep a lookout for that.
Damn, they're really still charging $40 for fucking Resident Evil 2. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a good game. Hey.
Go ahead. I'm looking at these game prices and I'm like, what the fuck? Have you heard of Barbo Trauma? What the fuck is this?
No, that game.
Barotrauma.
Movie. Let's talk about the movie.
Hey, this week we're doing Paprika, everybody, the anime from 2006, directed by, anybody know who it was? What's his name?
Wait, no, hold on. I had a
Name
fucking
is Satoshi Kon.
Satoshi Kon, yes. He did Perfect Blue, which we already covered. He did, freaking, what's the one you saw, Marco, that you really liked?
Perfect Blue is the one that we saw that I really liked.
Well, but he did another one that you, Tokyo Godfathers. Yeah.
I've never seen Tokyo Godfathers a day. I've never even
What?
That movie exists?
Which? Oh, no. That's not the one you saw. The one that you saw was
Paranoia Agent.
Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Ooh, that one is great. Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
I want to watch the rest of his movies because so far, good stuff.
Yeah, he's
let's
great.
see.
Paranoia Agent was a really enjoyable show. The whole time you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Little
Right?
Slugger. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Little Slugger. That was a good show.
So
He worked
yeah,
on JoJo. What a fucking legend.
this poor
Hell
guy.
yeah.
Paprika was his last movie.
What?
It's
Yeah, that's a
sad,
shame.
sad.
Did he die?
So
Did he pass?
he passed. He passed on. So, hey guys, what's Paprika about? There's it's this is a trip. This movie is insane, and so you have this company that is funding this research and development on something that lets
DC
you
Mini.
the DC Mini device, which lets you basically tap into your dreams and other people's dreams, and it's not finished entirely yet. The guy Tokita, who's developing it, I liked his character.
He's great.
Yeah, he is. But somebody gets a hold of one of these, right, and starts using it for their own purposes, and it gets. This is really hard for me to explain. So they start tapping into other people's dreams, right, or minds, and then other people's dreams start crossing into other people's subconsciousness, and these people start hallucinating, right, and just kind of go temporarily insane. Am I explaining this all right? Yeah, kind of.
Yes. Well, the machine isn't fixed. It's broken. And it's not broken. It's not complete.
It's not done. Yeah.
If you use it incorrectly, like you can enter someone's dream and like you can view it, but you also can interact with the person itself,
Hmm.
and you can manipulate them, basically, right? I mean, everyone was being thought it was a dream 100%. That's why they were acting like fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
And throughout the movie, you notice a theme in the dreams, right? Besides one of the main characters, who has a very specific dreams. But that's not really part of the main story. But everyone's dream, they're forcing a specific dream into someone's mind. And the
Yeah.
dream is like this crazy parade of like crazy fucking bullshit, like dancing refrigerators and fucking the Statue of Liberty, and everything's like insane. So I
Uh-huh.
think being in that dream, you're just in that kind of like, you're like, this is not fucking real life, right? And you're just going, you are insane, but I think it's just kind of like you don't even realize what the fuck is going on because you're just like,
Yeah.
you're asleep
Right.
and you're manipulated.
Right.
So it's very interesting, and I think there's a lot of like there's a lot of meaning behind the movie. It's, you know, like the main character who is Paprika, her persona outside of the dream is very quiet and reserved, but when she's in a dream, she's very outgoing and, you know, very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, who is the real you, you know? Is it the persona you show everyone else, or is it the person inside? And it's kind of like really interesting to think about, because I think that everyone can relate to that, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has like a different inner voice that they don't share with anybody.
Right.
It's just it's kind of a really interesting concept to me, because like everyone, that's something that all human, no matter like who you are, basically.
Oh yeah.
You know, unless you're like a
Yeah.
sociopath or some shit.
So there's Dr. Chiba Atsuko. She is I don't know her title at this organization, but she's basically like a doctor of sorts, maybe. Some
Maybe
kind of
she's like a therapist.
Yeah, like
right?
therapist, psychiatrist, yeah. She So her other persona in the dream world is Paprika, this red-haired, like bubbly, fun gal, and so they've been secretly using the device to sort of provide therapy for people. So Dr. Chiba connects to these people who, specifically for this film, is Konakawa. He's a policeman, and she's trying to help him work through this unsolved case, right? That he,
I loved his dreams.
yeah, it's like some
Trippy.
this killer basically got away, and he was having trouble coming to terms with not being able to catch the killer. So he was getting therapy from Paprika to kind of work through that. So I kind of like that whole interaction. He's a cool character.
Yeah, he's great. He's great for sure.
Wonder if in any way The Cell was inspired by this.
Yeah,
Possibly.
it's very similar. Which I actually watched The Cell a month or two
That's what I
ago.
kept thinking of.
That movie's a hidden gem. Not gonna.
It is.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah, that's another DVD I own. That guy said it right beside Shallow Hal.
Did you guys enjoy like how the movie started with the fucking crazy dream? All those scenes, you know.
Yeah, the music.
Or they're inspired by movies, right?
Yeah.
The movie.
It's really cool the way they like design that scene because like when she like hits the guy with the suitcase in the train and then like transitions over to another scene and like another scene and they're fucking George in the jungle, you know what I mean? They're Tarzan. That I just really enjoyed that.
I think a lot of people's like dreams and stuff are designed like movies on purpose, right? Like it's I don't know if that's supposed to be like a commentary that we watch so many movies and we, want to be so much like maybe these different characters that we even dream. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've been dreaming since before movies.
The movies?
Well, yeah, but
movies.
No, but afterwards, right? After you start watching movies, like, do you think dreams were different before movies? Do you think the people who weren't watching movies and who weren't like basically brainwashed? I mean, not brainwashed. I don't want to say brainwashed, but like influenced. So, because think about how much media influences us, right? Think about how much the idea of the moving picture influences just how we see society, how we see everything, right? Do you think dreams were different before the invention of moving pictures versus after?
I think
very much so.
It's possible.
I mean, just the context. I mean, we have more things that we can think about on the fantasy scale, right?
Yeah, you're right. Right.
But what about even how dreams are told in a linear sequence, right?
I think I don't think it's changed at all. The only reason it's movies for him is because he has a passion for movies.
Right. Which
that's
throughout
how he views the world.
Throughout, Pepper keeps trying to get him to watch a movie, and he just basically says, "I'm not interested in movies anymore." And yet he knows a lot about them. So I like how they closed off his storyline basically at the end. Once he figures out who the killer was and remembers the killer was an old friend of his. I think, correct? Did I get that right?
But yeah, it was his friend that they kind of didn't complete their dream together to make that movie.
Yeah.
It was never finished. So the other guy went into movies and he became a detective. So it was like an unresolved goal of his that he was struggling with. Yeah. But they reveal that throughout the movie. He comes to terms with that it's okay that he didn't complete his dream. Basically, right?
So the person who gets killed in the dream, the victim, kind of represents that dead dream, basically. Kind of what I think. So yeah, but the last shot of him once he kind of comes to terms and remembers everything and is okay. The screen pans out and it's basically a theater full of people watching him, and he's got Dr. Chiba, cozied up next to him and tries to plant a kiss on her lips, and she ends up smacking Dr. What's his face because that was funny. God, yeah, the visuals and the music in this film just were really unique, and I dug the entire thing. The whole presentation.
The music's amazing too. The sound.
I miss the animation, man. Yeah. Just like when I watch Perfect Blue, you don't see this kind of animation anymore. I don't know what's different about it. I don't know, like whether it's because it's all hand drawn and maybe animation now is more CGI or something. I have no clue. I'm not like but it just looks different. It feels different, and it feels like way better. Like I don't know, like Howl's Moving Castle, like the stuff that's done by Uzumaki.
There is good animation now.
Or not Uzumaki. Uzumaki's the
sometimes they rely too much on now. But basically there is some out there that still do it in that traditional. But yeah, the movie is beautiful, of course.
Yeah.
The visual and the scenes and like the transitions and how it's shot is it's a perfect movie, I think, in what it's trying to do.
Yeah. I have
really,
we're kind of just reviewing it as we go here, which is cool. Yeah, I really
Oh
don't
yeah,
have any.
I haven't watched it in 2 weeks. I'm trying to remember.
Oh wow.
I just saw this yesterday.
Yeah, I watched it
Oh, you
last
watched
night
it
too.
yesterday.
I watched it
Okay.
Or
twice.
I
I've seen
still
it
didn't
multiple
understand.
times though.
I didn't understand a goddamn thing about it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know. So I was gonna ask, was there a point where like dreams were actually seeping into real life
Yeah.
and actually like so that was like real when the chick got eaten? Like
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
didn't
real maybe, or just a collective hallucination.
that's what I'm saying.
But
Was it a what was the hallucination? What was real? When did it separate? When did it come?
okay, no, I'm gonna go with real because when the dreams faded away at the end, all the stuff that was ruined and wrecked, all the buildings, the crumbled buildings, they were still there, like still destroyed. So I, yeah,
So they basically made a machine that can bring dreams to life.
Well, it was used in a specific way that made that happen. Essentially, imagine like, I mean, the brain is like a computer, right? And like, people say, oh, percent of your brain bullshit, right? You can use kinds of psionic abilities or
Well,
whatever.
no, that's
You know what I
bullshit.
mean?
It's because different parts of the brain are used for different things,
Yes.
right? Movement
Yes.
is
But
one
what
thing.
I'm saying is that they're saying if the brain has potential beyond obviously what we can use it for. It's a
yeah,
bad organ. But like imagine if all these brains were like interlinked. Who knows what would be possible?
hmm
Like who knows if that shit could really happen? I mean, I don't know. But yeah,
I don't even
I
like when
think
my
that shit
dad
was
has
real.
his iPhone connected to my brother's. You know what I'm saying? Because then you start getting text messages that you don't want, let alone our brains linked. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Could you imagine if just us three, our brains were linked?
It's
I'm good.
a scary
Shred
thing.
doesn't like
It's a scary
Shred
thing.
doesn't like Santana. I'm sitting here trying. I'm listening to fucking.
Santana.
I'm listening to Smooth all day long. It's
Oh
killing
my
him.
god. So anyway, the movie. We didn't really explain what happens in this movie. So there's Dr. Sajiro Inui. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He's basically Professor X. You know, he's a bald guy in a
Right.
wheelchair. His main goal is to basically. So he has an assistant, Dr. Morio Osani, or Osanai, who's basically it's basically like a Mr. Burns Smithers kind of
Mhm.
scenario here. So Osanai is his like right hand man. But Sajiro wants to use this dream world and make it real so that he can be this perfect being, right? He can walk, I guess,
Yeah.
rule the world, maybe. So
I think he just wants to shape the world into whatever the fuck he wants and do
yeah,
what wants, and that's it.
yeah. So we found out he's like the mastermind behind the whole problem in the movie, and he gets eaten by a baby paprika at the end. What do you think of that
Yeah.
scene, huh?
I liked it. I really like the part where he like her skin with the like her persona kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
reveals her
yeah.
true self.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fucking rape her. Oh my god. That was crazy.
I
But yeah, you see how his though was the all the butterflies and everything because he likes to collect like insects
yeah,
or whatever. So it was like he was pinned on the thing like an insect and like
yeah,
whereas the detective's dreams are all like movie based.
yeah.
So it was
I
interesting.
see.
That was crazy. So yeah, Osanai has Paprika pinned down on this table, and he's threatening her basically, and he puts his hand on her crotch, and it sinks down inside her, and then he pulls up all the way over her face, and
Yep.
rips the skin off basically, and there's Dr. Chiba, and so that's when they find out, oh, Paprika's Dr. Chiba and whatever, which we knew all along throughout the most of the movie. But that was a crazy scene. That was nuts.
Mhm.
I was expecting some gore there. This movie's not gory really.
No.
It's just kind
Thank
of
God.
disturbing in the subject matter, and then that scene where they rip her skin off, but no blood. There wasn't anything. It was just a suit, basically a dream suit. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, Konakawa comes and saves her, and
Did you
there's-
Dave, did you been in and out of the TVs and shit to like they're fucking jumping into the commercials and on the back of like the movie posters and stuff like that.
That was awesome when Paprika got on the horse and the poster on the street. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's like a really sick idea. I love that.
yeah. Just using everything in your surroundings, like anything can be real, even though it's not right now. Like there's a picture of a horse. Okay, I'm on a horse now. Here we go. But yeah, the scene at the opening where she's skipping around, much like the Lady in Perfect Blue did.
Yep,
There's two movies where ladies are skipping around, skipping and floating around. But yeah, she ended up on that guy's shirt during that one scene. I'm like, I don't. You knew immediately how this movie was gonna turn out.
I love the first 5 minutes of the movie. That whole dream sequence is so cool. Like, what a great way to start a movie. It just like immediately grips you, and you're just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, yeah,
that was great.
I gotta know.
It's incredible for sure.
What was the runtime for this movie? Off the top of your head,
91 minutes, hour and a half, 90 minutes. Yeah, not long.
not long. Yeah,
So
it didn't feel like it.
did it feel longer for you?
No, I said it didn't feel like it. It felt
okay.
short.
Okay.
It felt short, and I don't know. It was very trippy. Maybe it's because of the lack of sleep and the fact that I had just got done beating like a really fucking mind fuck game. That I was just like, holy shit. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, all right, oh shit.
What the hell's happening?
Right? No, and then like I more wanted to figure out like what was real, what wasn't, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like that, especially towards the end. When who was it? When what's her name got eaten by the giant fucking doll?
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right, well I guess shit got real now, right? Wasn't that one of the main characters? Like I'm like, no, one of the main characters did just get eaten, right?
Yeah.
And then
that was Tokita, the big guy, the inventor. He's the genius.
Yeah.
I like how that all plays out. So at the beginning of the movie, Dr. Chiba is waiting on an elevator, doors open, he's inside, can't get out. He ends up falling back on her. By the end of the movie, he is in this dream world and kind of just totally out of it and inside this like toy robot who's a giant. And yeah, like Marco, you said, he eats Dr. Chiba. And then he's like, "Oh, I need more spice, paprika," and then he starts going after paprika. But there's this kind of shining thing going on with Konakawa where he goes to the website, like Paprika's website, and this door opens and there's these two bartenders, there. They come alive and end up like basically knocking over Takeda, crashing him into a building, kind of saving the day. So that was nice. That was a cool scene. And you find out Chiba is actually in love with Tokita, which I thought was sweet. I think it was a little rough, like they didn't allude to her being interested. She was not really nice to him throughout the movie, right? She's pretty insulting.
Oh shit, I was muted right there. Do you think it was a little bit forced in there? But I think it's from the book. There was a book first. That's why.
Was there a book? It was kind of out of the blue, but when it was happening, I was like, oh, that's sweet. But rewatch
the scene with the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Like embrace a little bit, but he's like so overweight and so large.
Yeah.
But he's very sweet and kind. So
yeah.
I was happy. I was glad that happened.
Yeah. But like I watched it twice and going through a second time, knowing what would happen at the end and seeing how she talked to him through the whole movie. She wasn't like abusive or anything, but she did say some mean things.
She wasn't the best.
How mad were you skinny folks that the fat guy got the girl in the end, huh?
No, I'm happy for him. It's fine.
Didn't care. I'm sorry, I didn't care.
Didn't care? You weren't mad? You weren't like, oh. Yeah, I was happy.
It was either him or the rapist. So yeah, it was not.
Well, I mean, there were other people in the race too. It wasn't just those two. He didn't just win by default. Crumb, don't do that, okay?
He did. There was no other love interests.
Yeah, but there were other guys you could have found and met, and every other dude in that area was in the running, okay? And he won because of his kindness and his fucking big man tits. They
I,
won
I
through the
thought
fucking day.
I thought Konakawa was gonna end up with her. I thought they were gonna have a thing.
He was a bit creepy even from the start.
He
I
was
can't remember the first time I saw him. I guess I knew that he was always going to be bad, but I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the cop.
The
Sorry.
cop, yeah, like maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
That
he's too
was-
old. He's like 60 years old.
He just looks good for his age.
I don't know. I think
Like-
he doesn't look 60.
Looks like
Yeah, he looks good for his age. He's like you. He doesn't age. Okay.
I think he was old as fuck, to be honest. Let's see.
Uh,
How old is he?
if
Cool
I
down.
were to guess his age, I would have said maybe 50.
So yeah,
but-
and she's like 20, isn't she?
What's age? What's age?
What is age?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Say
okay.
that.
Now we're getting into conversations that will get us banned, and I can't predict that.
Oh my god. No, I'm just saying like
Let's not go there.
I knew a couple that were 30. I knew a couple that were 30 years apart. And they were perfectly happy. So,
All
you
right. You know what? I'm down.
I'm
How
not.
much money did he have?
He was a physics professor.
Not a lot. Okay.
Also, he was a priest before that.
Ooh.
But
You're not selling this 30-year difference.
That seems
Too
something
well,
else.
Shred.
That's kind of weird.
You're not selling this too well, Shred.
let's move on.
If
So
you're listening, we love you, okay? I'm just talking shit. I talk shit about everybody, including Shred and his beautiful salt and pepper beard. All right. Now let's move on.
All right, let's move on.
yeah. Anything else we want to talk about with this film?
No.
Great.
Not for me, at least. I'm good.
It was really I like the art style specifically. I don't know, is it different? Is there a different animator than like director, or is it the same,
Yes.
all the same guy?
He
'Cause I
probably
wonder who-
does a storyboard, but I don't know if he draws it as well.
Yeah, I wonder who did the drawings, because like I said, it seems very fucking familiar. I don't know why. Oh, Paranoia Agent. You know what? Yeah, they're pretty much. All right, maybe I have to look into the actual specifics. You guys should know this. You should know the people. Who did Paranoia Agent, and did they draw?
It's not like
Paprika.
a singular person; it's an entire like studio of people.
Oh, so it's the
So I
same.
don't
Oh,
know.
Mm.
You
so
know,
it's probably done by the same studio then.
produced by
It's very possible.
It was really cool. I like how they did anime back in the day, man.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I'm glad I saw it. But it still was confusing as shit. I need to watch it again, and I need to watch like a YouTube explanation of it, and then watch it again and be like, oh,
Yeah.
now I'm smart.
Yeah, things have.
Now I'm smart now.
I think I benefited from watching it a couple times. Things clicked for me a way they didn't click the first time. Also, the first time I watched it in English. Second time watched it with the just English subtitles. So,
Which was better?
I mean, subtitles are always better. But the English voiceovers were pretty good. Like I didn't have any problem with them. And in fact, first time watching it, I didn't have to stare at little words at the bottom of the screen. I could like pay attention to everything that was happening on screen. So that was really nice.
To read a novel,
Yeah.
in order to, but I do appreciate the actual Japanese acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So, I feel like this is a movie meant to be analyzed, and we could do that, but that's not what we're all about here.
I'm supposed to say if people are hot or not, and if I would bang them.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
your deal. No,
Yeah,
don't do it.
So are you banging Paprika? What's going on now? I'm
Yes.
talking about the spice, not. Oh, all right. Well, all right. He already said he banged the
She
spice.
she was a pretty cartoon lady. Okay, all right.
pretty cartoon lady.
So
No, cartoons don't do it for me. Anyway, get it, Shred.
I will say, does anybody have any ideas about what this movie is supposed to be telling us? Is there a message? Like, what's up with the dreams, bleeding into reality?
It's kind of that's kind of a complex answer, I guess. It's about a few different things, I imagine, but I think it's just about, in the end, it really just makes you question which is the real you, right? But I guess neither. They're both you. You know what I mean? It's kind of a
Yeah.
It's very subtle. Well, not really subtle, but it's complex. But it's just like who are you? It makes you ask yourself: are you the or are you, the doctor? And I guess they both are true at the same time, kind of deal. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it fully because I express my words properly, but yeah, I think you get the idea of what I'm saying.
Right. I think I read a little piece. Satoshi, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this. I think basically his overall point with the dreams, and obviously there's a lot of movie references in this movie. So it's kind of addressing how dangerous it can be to spend a lot of time mentally in a fantasy land, like watching maybe too many movies. Anything that takes you out of your reality for too long, how it can kind of take control. So it Kanakawa, his whole arc where he ends up actually going to a movie by the end, like it's okay to spend some time in fantasy and enjoy it, as a reward. Like it's a very satisfying and entertaining thing, but you can't let your own reality slip away, basically.
Yep.
With you.
So
I always thought I thought it was about dreams' relation to like real life, like you saw the different dreams and how I'm sure if I viewed like if I woke up in your body or I woke up in Crumb's body, it would be a completely different experience, right? I would be viewing things in a completely different lens, right? Almost like if you were just like, and I think that's explored with the different dreams. Like you see the different dreams for different people, and when they sort of bleed into each other, right? Like you were mentioning the guy with the bugs. I'm not going to even try names, okay? Because that's not going to happen right now.
Dr. Sajiro.
Yeah,
But
I feel you.
so when you see his dream, it's more bug related, and you see the cop, and his dreams are more, movie related, right? They're like these different sort of universes, and then when everything sort of blends together, that's when you get chaos, destruction. But uh, yeah, no, I mean, what you're saying about not spending all the time in a fantasy world, like us as creative types, right? Like, how much of your time is spent actually, when you're doing something very mundane, your mind is gone completely. You're thinking about something completely different. You know what I mean? Whether it's a joke, whether it's something that you can, you know, um, I feel like we spend a lot of our times now when we're not doing the things that we love, like when we're not podcasting or streaming or even just gaming, something different. When we're spending our time doing mundane tasks, that's where our mind goes, right? It goes
Right.
to like daydreams,
Yeah.
you know. Um, and I feel like you see a lot of what happens when like daydreams, and I guess since we did establish that it happened in real life when daydreams come to life, and actually, meet reality, and it ends up being, destruction, chaos. And then Paprika
With
needs
you.
to eat the fucking legless guy and save the day. Well, I mean, he had legs, but they didn't work.
Yeah.
And weren't they tentacles at one point? Ugh, anyway.
Oh, that was when Osanai ripped Paprika's body
Yeah,
off. Yeah.
very, very, like it was still very. There were still some very visual, creepy parts.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
I was
that
gonna get into tentacle hentai right there. I was like, all right, well.
it wrapped around her, went in her down her throat. It looked like, I don't know. It was that
Like I
was a
said, I
crazy.
thought we were getting into some tentacle hentai. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, okay. I didn't know I spent $2.99 for this. All right, hell yeah, let's go.
Marco, do you want to do a review score? What do you think?
Oh, you mean like final thoughts? I thought that's what
Yeah.
we were calling it. Yeah,
Well, we've
final
been basically doing our final thoughts this whole time. So
I want to give it a like 8 out of 10. Like, I'm not smart enough. I need to go rewatch it again sober, and then maybe watch a couple YouTube videos, to really like understand what the movie was about. But in terms of like visuals, in terms of like characters that you end up liking, in terms of like you know fucking even the sound design was like little stuff like that you don't think of, and knocked it out the park. But again, I need to like really, I mean, it could be a 10. I don't know if I have the the mental faculties right now, or I did when I was watching the movie to like
start
break it down and
start your
fucking
night and watch it out instead of saving it after you beat a 6-hour game and like are
Yeah,
exhausted.
and then I go to work
Yeah.
right after, take a shower instantly after you watch the movie, and then go to work.
Oh,
Still haven't been
God, it's
not
brutal.
asleep yet. I slept a little bit before the podcast, and I was like, oh, I gotta set up for the. It was fun. It was fun. What it is to be 30.
Jesus. Brian, how about you, man?
I'm gonna give it a 10. Fuck it.
Oh shit. Nice.
Damn, bro.
I love this movie. I think it's great. All the dream sequences are amazing. The soundtrack's incredible. I'm down. I love it. I recommend it to everyone.
Nice. Oh, this is rough. I could. Okay, I said earlier I didn't have any complaints with the movie, but I guess my only complaint is that Atsuko and Tokita's relationships did seem a little like just written in at the end.
You're saying she could have been nicer?
No, it's not something that you kind of were rooting for throughout the movie and saw coming. Like when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, well, good for them. But I hate to complain about that because everything's so fucking well done. So I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10. Yeah,
Double 10. It's the first time.
This is something I would rewatch. I will rewatch. I may make people watch at some point.
Nice.
I think it's good.
Make them watch it. Lock the doors. Fucking chain them up. We're not.
I knew that you'd love this movie. That's for sure. Especially you, Dave. I knew that you would be into it.
Yeah, if I'd seen it like back in the day when it came out, yeah, totally. I might have even brought it up before you, Brian. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
2010, huh? Wait, didn't it? See, this says 2006. This says 2010.
That's when I graduated high school.
I'm not sure about the actual release date now. Anyway.
What's the Wikipedia say?
It says 2006. I'm not sure what the Google said 2010, which we'll go with. We'll go with 06. We'll go with 06.
Let's just go with 06. Fuck it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, 10. Fuck it. Good movie.
10, baby.
I gotta see his other ones. I will say, Perfect Blue. I forget what score I gave that. I liked it better than Perfect Blue. I think just because it's more of an enjoyable experience. It's not as dark,
Blue action, I think.
Blue is pretty disturbing. But yeah, I mean, action, like, they're just really creative sequences, which you can do when you're doing a movie that's full of people's dreams. So,
what do you think is better? Do you like this movie better
than Perfect Blue?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a better, more interesting movie. Perfect Blue is still, I would say, a masterpiece. But yeah, I enjoyed this more. So, but yeah,
it's pretty good. He's
pretty
great.
good.
He's a genius. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah. All right.
Sucks.
Did he die trying to save somebody who was drowning, like the Yu-Gi-Oh?
Like the Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know how he died. It might have been.
I feel like if we're losing all of our anime guys like that, then we need to fucking keep these people out the water, because this is some.
Quick tangent about Yu-Gi-Oh! The first original few chapters are fucking brutal and crazy, and it's not about cards.
Oh,
and it's fucking bloody as fuck.
Wait,
really?
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
The
Yu-Gi-Oh!
First,
is a game
of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not about cards. It's
the Pharaoh shit, right?
Yeah, and it's really bloody and crazy. I'm pretty sure. I haven't read it, but I saw a fucking TikTok about it.
Huh.
TikTok sucks.
No.
Anyway,
so Satoshi.
Damn, so you have to earn your way to the tight kids in tight clothing with sharp hair and the fucking cards. You don't just start there. You got to earn your way to that shit. That's okay.
Sharp cards. All right, go. What were you about to say?
Satoshi Kon died of pancreatic cancer when he was 46. 46.
Oh,
He
way to kill the joke that I made earlier.
He still could have had 30 or 40 good years of movie making in him. What a shame. Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
Damn. Well, go watch his movies, everybody.
Making good movies in 70s?
Yeah.
Who's making good movies in the?
Well, at least making movies. I mean,
but it got old. Have you seen what was his latest one? The one that was long as shit.
I didn't watch it. It was too long. I didn't feel like
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah, no, it's like let's watch a short clip. It's 3 hours long. Let's bring it in.
I don't know. I'm
That
just
was the Ricky
saying.
Gervais joke. I forget what was it. What was the name of it?
Who are we talking about?
The Martin Scorsese fucking long shit.
Oh, the one on Netflix. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't watch it.
I feel like when you get exactly that's what happens. When you get old as shit, you just start to go ranting, and then now you got like 9 hours, and it's like everybody's like, man, I love Scorsese. I didn't watch it though because I don't have I got work and shit. I don't have time to just sit here and watch fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe it's good Satoshi Kon didn't turn into Scorsese, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Blue.
I'm just
Whatever.
saying.
Perfect Blue is just like an old fucking.
We could have had
Christopher
perfect
Nolan
Blue
rips this guy
too.
off all the fucking time. So I'm sure Christopher Nolan's upset.
Hey, it's been a good episode. Let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm David. You can find me on Twitch at Shredface and Nero. Stream there with my girlfriend. It's October, doing horror games, and we're probably doing them through November too, because that's usually how I do it. Marco, where can we find you, bud?
Herbal Remedies. HERBALREMEDYS. No IES over here. Just to let you guys know, we don't believe in grammar in my chat. Come by, get stoned to talk shit, play games. A lot of games. I talk shit about fucking political stuff too. I go off about anything. So just come on by and we can have some
fun. What a legend. Crumnut _ Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all of them. I'm on there. I'm going crazy all the time. I'm gaming and blaming. That's it. I'm tired. Cranky and tired. I'm an old man.
And when Street Fighter 6 releases, Crumnut's channel is going to be just Street Fighter 6 all the time.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter 6. If you want to see Street Fighter 6, come through because I'm gonna take the taking days off and shit.
Nice.
Going to that level for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's literally gonna be you're gonna blow up off that watch. You're gonna be partnered.
So.
Boom.
I hope so. Then I can ditch y'all.
Get that good raid.
I just want to blow up and pretend like I don't know nobody.
Yeah, no, we're gonna release all of this shit. All the shit that Shred cut out, we're just gonna drop it like the real bro.
Listen, I'm clean. I'm clean, bro. I'm clean.
Nobody's clean out of context. You kidding me?
Oh, true.
Nobody's clean out of context.
Crumb, it'd be an honor to be done by you. So hey, if you get success, then
I'll take you guys with me. You can have.
Just 1,000 person raid each is what we're owed in our contract.
Yeah, we need to write that out. I'll write it out tonight, and I'll have you guys sign it tomorrow. Okay, I'll email you.
Yeah, send that over. I'll have my people look at it.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Before we peace out, whose turn is it next time?
Shit.
Is it Marco's, or is it mine?
Yes, please be me. Please be me. Please be me.
Well, do your pick now, because what is it, Marco? You're next, right? Are you next? What did we watch before?
I'm next.
We should do. It's October.
This is gonna be my last shitty game or shitty movie that I'm picking. Completely last one. We're done. We're done after this one, you guys. This is honestly, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. All right. Now, what is the obstacle that we need to conquer before we get to this light?
Please tell.
Terror Tunes.
Oh, that's right.
I knew it. We watched the trailer on my stream. I really don't want to watch this movie. I'm just gonna state that right now.
Oh yeah, I know. It's the last one, and then I'm gonna start picking on fleek movies. I'm gonna literally. My goal is to pick movies that will get more random people viewing us. So it's gonna be stuff that is either dropping soon, coming out like X. Was that movie called X? The one with the old chick? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the one about the porno that they're making.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We could talk about Kid Cudi's cock, all that shit. It'll be fun. But we just need to get through Terror Tunes.
Okay, so technically I should maybe be the one picking next because the last
it is you.
The last upload was Jennifer's body.
You're right. That's me.
Got him.
That was me.
You're
right. Well, Terror Tunes is vetoed until it's me next. You're just holding off the inevitable, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You want to pick now, or do you want to watch Terror Tunes first? I don't care either way. All I know is I don't want to watch Terror Toons.
I kind of want to do an event where we all watch it together too. That was kind of a thing that I want to see your guys' reaction to stuff. Also, the younger daughter in there is a porn actress. She did softcore porn though. She doesn't do hardcore porn. At least back then she didn't. Yeah.
All right, do you know what you're gonna pick, Dave? Or
let's do mine, and then maybe because this weekend's gonna be pretty busy. If we're gonna watch a movie together, this weekend not so good. So
it needs to
maybe
be properly planned out and scheduled and penciled in,
It will be.
and then pinned in, locked in.
And I also
else
need
it's
to
not
probably
happening.
find it and like, yeah, I'm gonna have to find it for us to watch too, because you can't find it anywhere. So
oh my
don't
god,
worry, I'm
dude.
gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, just like American Pimp. We will watch it together.
Okay, so I think we should do. All right, it's October. Let's do something. Have you guys seen Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon?
Oh yes, that's a great one.
I'm down. Say, Dave. I don't care.
Have you
I'll
seen
even
it?
watch Terror Toons if you pick it.
Oh,
Have you seen Behind the Mask?
I have not.
Okay, I recommend it. If you, it's.
Well, I'm gonna watch it now, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I'll put.
yeah.
Don't.
That's the
I'm
next one.
forced to watch it.
All right, so we'll do that next, and then we'll do Terror Tunes.
After
Okay.
a Terror Tunes watch party.
Behind the Mask, the R. Kelly story. Hell
Yes. Yeah. All right. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, our next upload will not be
Later.
as long as this one. So, peace out. We'll see you next time.